you today? Lucia here from Laughing With an Accent. Thank you so much for joining me on another video. If you're new here, welcome. On this channel, I do subscription box unboxings. So if you're into that, I'd love to have you subscribe. And if you're not new, thank you so much for coming back, and your support means so much to me. And I have so much fun coming here and opening boxes with you guys. So today I have the long-awaited October Real Bookish box. They had some problems with one of the items. I talked to the owner and I asked him like what was the problem. Not that it mattered, like I paid for this one, and since I get so many boxes, for me it was like, oh okay, it's delayed, and I was patient because I know it could happen, things especially during this time it happens. But apparently they had commissioned some piece of art and they weren't really happy with it, so they wanted to include something that they were happy, if I remember correctly what she told me. But this box, as the title says, Real Bookish, combines their love for movies with books. And I love that. I love movies and I love books. And this one in particular, the theme is a twisted web. They don't have, oh, sorry. They couldn't print the product card because they had another item in it. So they sent an email with all the information. But it is inspired in Knives Out, the movie, and the book. So kind of like, you know, the book usually relates to something of the movie. And I actually recently watched the movie Knives Out. I always wanted to watch it since I saw the trailer. And it was on Amazon Prime, so I told my husband, let's watch it. We love like whodunit movies like that. And it was comedy and mystery. It was great. So also the main character, well, Marta, what's her name? Ana de Armas, I think is her name. She's Cuban. She is gorgeous. No wonder Ben Affleck is in love with her, because I don't know, I think she's really young for him, but she's absolutely gorgeous. So, okay, one of the items that we got, it was outside the box because yesterday I was doing some stories with Wesley and he really fell in love with this donut ornament. And if you watch the movie, you remember the character, what is the name of the guy? Daniel Craig, the guy from that he does James Bond too. He's a detective in the movie and he's talking about the donut and the donut hole and the mystery. It was hilarious. I thought it was like really nice, and it's a squishy one. So Wesley was like in love with this. Okay, I'll go through all the items because they're all so good. Okay. We have some coffee, and this is case file coffee, and look at this. It's like an evidence bag and it has a seal tape. I love that. It says chain of custody. I just don't want to open it. It says caffeinated, ground. They tell you the time and date of roast, description of evidence, medium roast, location of collection, Ethiopia, remarks to preserve quality, store in a cool, dark place. Coffee will taste best if used within 2 weeks of opening. Okay. So really nice detail. And we got this beautiful notebook, and this was inspired in the attic from Knives Out. That was like, they had a huge library. I don't know if it was the attic. I read it on the email, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like a Moleskine type. It's sewed. Is that what you call it? Stitched journal, and this fits in a standard traveler's notebook, which I still have but I'm not using. But what I really like is that one page is lined and the other page is blank, so you can kind of like freestyle here. But the bookish details are gorgeous, and it has like gold foiling. I did like that. I think it was his attic, but their living room was pretty cool too, or like the library where they do all the interviews. If you watch the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But I don't know what the email says, the attic, but it was also like their library room. It was beautiful. And then I told my husband when I saw, like, I want that kind of library. And he's like, you always say that you don't like classic decor and furniture. Like, I don't necessarily like old style furniture for living room and kitchen, but a library, I feel like it can have that kind of style. But I like kitchen and living room to be fresh and more like, you know, I don't know, like French coastal or farmhouse, kind of like that. I don't know, I mean, I'm crazy. Another thing that is really cool is a snaggy. This is zebra popcorn by Porcornopolis. And this one has chocolate. I think it's white chocolate and dark chocolate. Very movie appropriate. If you haven't watched Knives Out, check it out. It's on Prime now, on Prime Video for free if you have Prime Video. Then we have, okay, so wait, before I get to the book, don't jump the gun, Lucia. We have this awesome mug, and it says the game is afoot. And I thought that it was original by the guy from the movie Knives Out. Blanc, I think is his name. This is a campfire mug, ceramic mug, but imitates the campfire. But I think I showed my husband, and he said, no, Sherlock Holmes is the one that says it first. But I don't remember that from the series. Anyway, another great movie, Enola Holmes. So cute. Love it. I was actually surprisingly impressed by the main character, Millie Bobby Brown. She did so freaking good. But I love these mugs. I love that it's kind of like Sherlock or like inspired. Even if it was like only Daniel Craig inspired, I liked it too. The game is afoot. Loved it. Okay, so we got the mug, we have the popcorn, we have the coffee, a notebook, and you can totally use this as a reading journal, reading list, and the donut ornament. And then the book is, this one is the Inheritance Games. The Inheritance Games. It's basically about a, let me open it and I'll show you. About a teenager. Maybe I'll read it. Ooh, I didn't open this yesterday. This is like a velvety and mixed, kind of like you see, the opaque is velvety. She came from nothing, they have everything, let the games begin. So this girl, Avery Grams, let me see. So Tobias Hawthorne, so Avery Grams has a plan for her life, but Tobias Hawthorne dies and leaves her virtually his entire fortune. But she doesn't even know who he is, and she has to move into the mansion where the also is occupied by the family that Tobias Hawthorne disinherited, kind of similar to Knives Out. And this includes the 4 Hawthorne grandsons, dangerous, magnetic boys who grew up with every expectation that one day they would inherit millions. And her apparent Grayson Hawthorne is convinced that Avery must be a con woman, and he's determined to take her down. But his brother Jameson views her as their grandfather's last hooray, a twisted riddle, a puzzle to be solved. Caught in a world of wealth and privilege with danger around every turn, Avery will have to play the game herself just to survive this twisty, thrilling new mystery from beloved author Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I haven't heard of this author before. She looks so young, man. Sometimes I feel like I wasted my time not writing and publishing. Like, I did write, I have novels, but I have to publish, and they're in Spanish, so that's the thing. When I see people this young publishing, I'm like, what was I doing in my whole life? She's written more than a dozen acclaimed young adult novels, including The Inheritance Games, Little White Lies, The Lovely and the Lost, the Natural series, and the e-novella 12. And she has advanced degrees in psychology, psychiatry, and cognitive science. She received her PhD from Yale University. So, she looks really young, but maybe she's not that young, or she's a prodigy or something, because they have all those degrees. I mean, she looks 24 in this picture. Maybe she did. And she is currently a professor of psychology and professional writing at the University of Oklahoma. Okay, she's an overachiever for sure. And the book is just black, but it sounds really good. And if I like this book, I'll definitely look up all the other books by her. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Royal series. That was really fun too, where a girl goes to a mansion with 4 brothers, and she's gonna get part of the money because her father died, and it was the kid's best friend. That was a really good one if you like something kind of like, I don't know, like that. Really fun. So Inheritance Games, can't wait to read it. I'm gonna start it soon, and I'll let you guys know what I think, but I think it's really fun. They do such a good job combining books and movies. So we have the book, coffee, popcorn, notebook, an ornament, and a mug. A great box. Again, I think if I remember, it's $39.99 every month. Yeah, I can't remember now. Yes, I think so. So check it out. I don't know if I have a code, but I leave my affiliate link, so I make some money if you subscribe through my link, and I'll leave a discount code of 10% that you can add to that from another one of the reps, because I used to have a code, but then when they chose their new reps, they're not giving out codes. I pay for this myself. So if you want to subscribe and you use my link, I'll get a little bit of money back. So, but a great box. I think it's they do really well, and the items are all very quality, usable, practical, and yeah. So what do you guys think? Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this box. It was long awaited. I think it's definitely worth it. So I can't wait to see their future boxes and see how the book pans out. So thank you so much for joining me on another video. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I cannot wait to see you on my next video. Bye.